So Agriland FS is an ag retail company, farmer-owned ag retail company, formed in 1931. So we've been operating for well over 90 years. Predominantly, we service the majority of southern Iowa and northwest Missouri.
So we are a full service facility from seed, chemicals, dry fertilizer, and anhydrous ammonia. We've got a pretty progressive, forward-moving grower group that are very into the technological advances that are coming down the pipeline for agriculture.
I was looking for a partner that had the foresight to look into the future and say, this facility conquers what you have to have for ag retail today, but has the ability to mold and develop into what ag retail could look like in the future. I think Easy Automation today has the ability to be looking out in advance. So I think we'd really done a pretty good job, I hope, of polling the growers that we service and understanding the needs of their operations. And a lot of things that we heard were speed and power, cleanliness, efficiency, things that complement their operation and allow them to get in and get out of the field sooner.
It pretty much set the gallons that you want to go into a tender truck, and you pretty much hit go, and there's pumps and meters and everything that'll put out exactly the right amount of chemical that is on the order, and then it'll be done in relatively a short amount of time. So there are, in all of our bulk tanks, there are sensors that gauge the levels of where our chemicals are at, and that sensor data shows up in photographic form on the computers. So if I were to get low on a product, I would be able to see it and go, hey, I need, how many ever more a gallon put in the bulk tank, or if a chemical is getting low, I can switch to a different one.
I haven't done the exact math, but I'm getting 100 to 150 acres done more a day per machine, which means less seat time for my operators. The efficiency of this building to my customers that pick up chemicals here, as opposed to what it was in the past, it's tenfold. It's phenomenal. And the inventory management is just fantastic. That's what I really, really appreciate as my position.
I would say the most important parts of this chemical building is the accuracy and speed of it. Everything is pretty much available. There's a tablet that I can walk out into the facility or anything and turn it on, or if everything's running smoothly, I can just load a truck from the office.
So I think one of the benefits that we found working with Easy Automation and Doltmeyer was it was very easy to work throughout the process with them. A lot of planning went into a facility like this, a tremendous amount of planning. But then as we grew throughout the process and we recognized as things that maybe we needed to change or adapt or replace, and it was really easy during the process to work with both of those organizations to make those changes.
So as Doltmeyer and Easy Automation were setting up the building, they did a bunch of calibrations to get us close to a good starting point to start the season. And then as that process goes along, it calibrates itself, which is really awesome when you're in the thick of it and the speed of things in spring and everything. You don't have to worry about, I need to calibrate this or I can calibrate that. It's calibrating itself.
How we sprayed chemicals in the past, inventory was a nightmare. And now I have control over those procedures, and this takes care of everything. So it doesn't take one of my employees or myself a bunch of time to figure out what's in my tanks for ordering purposes, things like that. They would have to know that if it's going to be extremely beneficial all the way down to a sprayer operator. It benefits everybody.
The speed and the benefits that we've talked about, it really, takes our Agriland FS as an ag retailer, I would say, to the next level.
I was looking for a partner that solved the problems or the needs that I had today, but also somebody that had the foresight to look into the future and say, this facility conquers what you have to have for ag retail today, but has the ability to mold and develop into what ag retail could look like in the future. Big unknown that I don't have the answer to, but I wanted to partner with somebody that was willing to go down that path with me. And so that's where I would say I like the direction Easy Automation is going in the future as a partner.